What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, Yak Nasty Fishing. You know where you at. And you see your boy got the crab pot on there with the little duck buoy. Oh yeah, I think I'm the only one with that going on right now. But as you can tell, I was doing some saltwater stuff, doing some crabbing and whatnot. Been doing some fishing out here, y'all. Check out this cooler. Check out this cooler. Yeah, got my blood worms, got the chicken for the crabs, got some bunker in there for the crab. Oh yeah, y'all. So me and Pop's been hanging out, you know, getting back to the roots of this thing. Since I had a little time on my hand, it's been a while since I got to hang out with Pops. So yeah, guys, you won't be sitting here looking at my ugly mug this whole time, me talking and, you know, showing you some clips. It's gonna be on the water the whole time and me talking in the background, so you won't be staring at this ugly mug as I'm sweating in this heat right now, y'all. So yeah, stick around. Tournament number 4. Thank you to my sponsor, Jeff. Yes, indeedy. Thank you very much for sponsoring these tournaments. And it really means a lot. And thank you to all you new subscribers out there. Thank you to all the existing subscribers. Hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment if you see something going on in here and, you know, think I should be on to it. Yeah, guys, let me know what's happening. I got like 1, maybe 2 tournaments left. We got the Classic coming up, which is a 2-day event, and we possibly have a team event happening sometime shortly, guys. So I've been through 7 tournaments. This is tournament number 4, so you know the rest of them are being worked on right now as we speak, guys. So yeah, check out tournament number 4. Yeah. Oh yeah. This one's bigger. All right, let's get into it. Tournament number 4, Eastern Shore, Maryland Ponds, guys. If this place looks familiar to some of you guys that have been keeping up and watching what's happening, let me be the first to tell you, this is the very first pond that me and Dre fished in the season, guys. Yep, it resurfaced on a list for tournament number 4, and of course, since this is the only pond on that list I've been on, I said, man, let me go back and hopefully expound on something I've learned, right? So that was the goal for tournament number 4, is to get back out here on a body of water I fished before to see if I could do a little bit better than I did last time. If you remember last time, I caught 2 fish, and I think I came in like 15th place or something like that. But it was pretty chilly out on that first tournament. All right, so let's get going. So you guys see it, I get the yak in the water, guys. It's a little bit cooler, you know, that's why I got my little jacket on, but you're gonna see it warms up pretty quick, guys. Yeah, so anyway, I start fishing this thing soon as I get from the boat launch, guys. Soon as I shove off, I start casting around, I start fishing, you know. You just got to do that, guys. You know, when you get in the water, just start fishing. Don't overthink it, you know. Get in the water and start fishing, guys. So I start fishing as soon as I leave the launch using the square bill crankbait. Yeah, aiming at the points and some of those overhangs, you know, and with no luck, of course. So I pick up my rods and put them on down and start to head under the bridge, y'all. Yep, I start to head to the other side. As I'm coming under the bridge, I just pick up one rod and I'm just fishing a big worm at this point, you know, coming under the bridge. And I toss it around, you know, here and there, and come out to the other side of this bridge, and there's a small pocket over to the left of me, and I just felt it might have been good for that worm, so I tossed that worm out there a few times to the left of me to see, you know, what's happening as I enter the big side of this pond, right? Because it's kind of split with this bridge per se. All right, so the small side is where I start, the big side is where I go to fish. Yeah, guys. Alright guys, so I keep on fishing, and I continue to fish up the left side for about maybe 100 yards on the bluff wall before I kind of looked over to the other side where, you know, in my mind I do remember tournament number 1, so I did I caught one over this way, so, you know, of course I had to switch sides on them, right? So, you know, I decided to go to the other side, and being as though there was just simply just more cover, more structure, more docks to throw at. It just had all the makings of where these fish would live, right? As they were moving. All right, so as I reach a good position to fish, you know, to start fishing that bank, I switch over to a spy bait, and I cast a little bit here, I cast over there, even cast in the spot that, you know, I caught one before. You know, I get a little closer to the bank, and I just start fishing, you know, that bank a little bit better. You know, I get a little closer, and I just start fishing up along that bank, you know, under a little bit of those overhanging trees and in front of some, you know, broken down old beat up docks, you know, dilapidated, I guess that's the word to use. Yeah, man, I just start fishing the cover. All right, guys, so, you know, I kind of get in front of this dock, and it's old and beat up, and I throw in front of it a little bit, and there's this little pointy bush. It just like hangs over the dock a little bit, where this dock is overgrown. It's just right there. Okay. Is it one? Better be a keeper. Come on, be 12, baby. Oh. Small, but it was too small. Yeah, kind of hurt me a little bit. But in an attempt to get my anchor down and, you know, all hype and everything, to see if the fish is too small, you know, I can see it's too small, but, you know, I got to measure it. You got to put everything on the board because you can't really trust your eyeballs all the time. So I end up losing my anchor, guys. Yeah. I threw that thing in the water, and the line just kept going until all the line was in the water. And I thought that line floats, but it doesn't. I kind of learned that pretty quick. So let me get these hooks unburied out of my net and try. So I continue to fish that bank with the spy bait for a little while and switch over to the square bill, and after I cast a couple times toward the bank, you know, I throw a random one, you know, out toward deeper water. All right. So as I cast out in that deeper water, I start reeling that crankbait on in, you know, just trying to find the fish, right? I end up hooking up on a crappie. It is nice. It's a nice crappie, though. Not bad. Not bad at all, right? Yeah. So, let the crappie go.
Not bad.
So I continue to get my fish on, y'all. Yeah, I'm just fan casting and throwing near a point and just trying to find, little spots where a fish may want to hide, right? And so just after the point there, it was a transition, from rock to wood or that bluff wall. There's a little transition right there. And right there was also, in that transition, a small bush. Yep, just overhanging the water. And guys, I get another little hookup. Yep, but that one ended up shaking off. So I'm thinking I'm coming into a pattern, right? I'm like, man, something's going on, all right? That first little one was a bush, and then, this right here, there's a bush. All right, that's 2 bites. And they're both, right in front of small bushes. So I'm starting to think I'm getting on something here, guys. It's starting to look up. So I just keep on working that wall all the way down to the next point. As I'm working down and get to that next point, I hook up again, off the wall, with the overhang. And again, the fish was too dang small, y'all. God dang it. Woo! Crushing me already, y'all. So, my thoughts is okay, it's cool. At least I'm catching fish. That's all I could do. That's all I could really say is, wow, I'm starting to catch fish. And you know what the next thing was I did, right? Kept on fishing. Yes, indeedy. That's what I did. I just kept on fishing. So I kept on fishing and kept on fishing, right? So, yeah, you see a little pattern starting to happen here. Not just the pattern, but a pattern I'm not sure I was liking, right? You know what I mean? It was getting interesting, but I was appreciating bites. But this pattern, yeah, it started to look a little interesting, right? Like, I don't know. So anyway, I just keep on fishing that side some more. I just try to work those baits, switch them out here and there to see if I could generate a bite, guys. And and then I'll switch sides for a couple minutes and fish that a little bit. Something I thought looked good, so I went over there and fished it. And my gut told me, man, just go on back over to the other side you were fishing. Stay on that side you were fishing on, guys. Just work that thing all the way down and see what happens, right? That's all we could do. So I just keep on fishing, and after switching back sides, I keep on fishing, and of course, it never fails, right? I had to work through a camera issue where, I don't know, it just didn't seem like it wanted to record right at the moment. So, I don't know, it was kind of weird. So, anyway, get over that there camera issue. I make my way to the back where I roll up on some pads. I had to fast forward that a little bit. That can't keep showing you guys just me casting and nothing, right? So I work my way all the way back where I roll up on some pads. Yes, indeedy. And as soon as I seen those pads, I thought about the homie Leon. I said, man, I wonder where he at. He said he might be out here today. And I hadn't seen anyone on the water since I've been on it. So, hey, I wonder if he's out here. Yeah, I think I eventually hit him up. Yeah, I think we eventually end up talking on the phone soon after that, guys. And yeah, he turned out he was on the other side, but we'll talk about that later on. So I start fishing a Texas rig by this point, guys, hitting the pads. You know, I had my little Christy crawl on there. It has given me a little bit of success so far this season. So, of course, I'm going to stick with what's giving me a little success, right? So I start fishing a Texas rig, hitting those pads, you know, hitting them on the edges. You know, I'm talking and just casting around. And as I'm fishing while we're talking and hitting these pads, you know, just as careful as I can be, right? You know, I'm just trying to get it in there, you know. I hit something. Man, guys, I end up getting a bite by something that bent the heck out my pole, boy. I knew this thing had some size, but it came off. Missed it. I don't know what happened. Missed it, man. So I end up throwing it right on back. I fire that bait right back where I got that bite, guys. And I end up getting a hookup for the first fish on the board, guys.
Is it? Come on, be 12 at least. I got one legal one on, bro.
13 inches on the board. First fish on, and man, by this time, it has been a long day. You know, I did fast forward through it, but at this time, it's probably about 11, 12 o'clock. Yeah, it's pretty late in the day, you know, probably around lunchtime at this point. But I end up pulling up this 13-inch fish, and I had the homie on the phone. So, you know, catching this fish, talking to the homie, I told him, hey, man, you better stay on this phone. Huh, what? Good luck charm all day. Huh? Need that.
Hey, bro, stay on. Don't you hang up on me, though.
So, yeah, I got one fish on the board at this time. So, you know, at the moment, with one fish on, and at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, guys, I'm in last place, y'all. And it's not looking the greatest for your boy.
There you go. I just let him jump in the water. He jumped right off the board. Look, I wasn't even worried about it.
So I continue to fish those pads a little while, and no more luck coming from those pads. So, you know, I meet up with the homie Leon at, you know, just after that catch there, and, you know, he comes back where I'm at, and, you know, we chit-chat and whatnot, and, yeah. So after chit-chatting with the homie, you know, I start to work my way out the opposite side from where I came in, guys, you know. Hey, not getting much luck. There's a couple other people back here in these pads that are not in the tournament. So, you know, they came sloshing through, making a lot of noise. And, you know, I said, hey, let me work my way out on the other side, right? So, you know, after chit-chatting with the homie, I just start to work my way out on the opposite side from where I came in. Oh, yeah. So, after throwing in the direction of a couple docks, you know, to my right and whipping a bird's nest up, you know, it happens, man. Don't judge. You know, I toss it in some deep shade under an overhang. Yeah, got me one. Fish number 2. Yes, indeed, y'all. A barely legal 12-inch fish, y'all. I mean, it was probably like, just over the line, barely legal. But yeah, barely legal. It was barely legal fish, guys. So, I get fish number 2 on the board, y'all. Oh my goodness, dude. And yeah, man, I get to feeling good about what I'm doing, man. I'm doing something that's starting to put on some countable fish, if countable is even a word. But, even if it's not, I'm saying it. Countable fish. Yeah, guys. So I'm feeling good about what I'm doing and getting some countable fish. So I continue to mix it up, just trying to find fish anywhere I can, with no luck for about the next 2 hours, y'all. And let me remind y'all, with the 2 fish on the board, I'm still in last place. Yeah, still in last place. And looking at the clock, I got about 45 minutes, 35 minutes, somewhere in there left on the clock in the tournament at this point, guys. So, I'm a little frustrated, a little baffled, a little confused, but I'm not letting that take over my mind, just not gonna let that happen. So I just continue to fish this thing out. You hear me? I figure I'm gonna fish this thing to the very last second, because a bite can happen at any time, guys. So, that's what I had in my mind, at least. I needed probably about 3 minutes at the very least to catch a fish, get it on the board, and register to Tourney X. So, my goal was to fish it till the end, and that's what I was going to do. Right? So, I'm fishing, keep on fishing, and keep on fishing, and end up catching a small pickerel on the crawl bait, right? I was like, wow, that's cool. I never caught a pickerel on a crawl style bait before, so it felt pretty good. But I'm also going to keep that in the Rolodex for the next pickerel open tournament. Yeah, guys. So, but that's a long ways away, right? So it feels, but yeah, when that winter time comes, that's when I'll be looking for those pickerels. So, guys, that's what I'm going to put in the pocket. So, yeah, I end up catching this small pickerel. And, as I'm trying to catch or find fish to get me out of last place, and at this point, I'm just over a half hour, just looking for a strike, looking for a bite. I'm telling you, I'm casting this thing everywhere and anywhere. Yeah, so from there, after a few more casts, I end up picking up a chatterbait. Really just trying to generate a strike. That seems to be a theme, right? I'm just trying to generate a strike, guys. And, I end up throwing that chatterbait in the bushes. Yeah, don't even get me started, man, as you can tell. So I end up throwing it in the bushes. At the time I was in my head. I was trying to be focused, but I was clearly frustrated at what was going on, right? But being as though my bait is not in the water, it's not snagged underwater, I threw it on the bank, it's snagged on the bank, I just pick up another rod, because I got it in my head that I need a bait in the water. I got to keep a bait in the water. That's the only way you're going to catch fish, is keep a bait in the water. And that's all I knew at that point. And time was running out, guys. So, so I pick up that rod, I make a quick cast or two with the crawl, and end up pausing my retrieve to reel in the chatterbait rod to position my boat a little better so I could just remain anchored. And so after adjusting the boat, you know what I mean, I pick my rod back up, I give it a little jiggle, go to reel, and I get a hook up. Your boy was focused. Your boy was focused right there, y'all. I didn't talk to the camera. I didn't take a selfie. nothing. All right, I was focused, right? You see that face? I was intense. All right, so I get that fish on the board and it counts. "13-inch fish." Oh yeah. Ooh yeah. A third fish on the board, guys. So in my mind, I already beat myself. Right? I already beat myself. Last time I was here, I only got 2. I already beat myself. So I got 3 fish on. Yes, indeedy. So it felt so good to get that third fish on, but I had to remain focused. Time was running out, and I throw right back out, guys, and end up getting another hookup. Your boy face was focused. Okay, I was focused, but that other fish was too dang small. Ain't that crazy? That's just as crazy as it's gonna be, man. It is crazy. So yeah, guys, I just yeah, guys. So from that there last little teeny fish, I just continue to fish it and fish it out without a bite. Yeah. So guys, yeah, that was tournament 4. Yes, indeedy. Tournament number 4, Eastern Shore Ponds, man. I'm gonna say right now, I was so glad to get that last fish, man. I was happy. I was happy. You could tell I was frustrated when I threw that chatterbait in the bushes. You could probably tell by the way I casted it that yeah, the way I flung it, it was supposed to go into somebody's house, right? I threw that thing pretty dang hard and snagged up in those bushes, man. And it, it served its purpose. It held as an anchor. By rule, I was outside of the water, on the bank, on the dirt, so I could pick up another rod and I can fish it. So that's exactly what I did. And, just wanted to work that bank so I wasn't disturbing the peace and hopefully catch a fish, which I did, right? With the crawl. I tell you, that crawl saved my behind. Okay? That crawl has been an awesome tool, a very awesome utensil this tournament season, guys. Man, that crawl's a beast, man. That crawl's a beast. So, yeah, man, that's what happened there. So I ended up with 3 fish, guys, 38 inches even. All right. And you'd be surprised. It bumped me up 17th place. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, that's a great feeling because you can't see the leaderboard the last hour of the tournament. So I had no idea if anybody else caught fish, right? So I ended up with 38 inches, ended up 17th place in the race. Oh my gosh. And that goes to a testament of, just keeping that positive mindset. And even if it's just a little bit deterred, if your mind's just a little bit flustered, keep a bait in the water. Straight up, y'all. Keep the bait in the water. Just fish it. Keep a bait in the water. You're only going to get a bite if your bait's in the water. You can get frustrated, but throw that bait back out there. All right? You can be mad at what's going on. You can not believe in yourself in the moment, but throw that bait back out in the water, guys. And sometimes, a lot of times, slowing it up is the key. All right? I noticed throughout this tournament that I was just fishing way too fast. I was fishing hurriedly. I wasn't, taking my time. I was just throwing it, right? Throw it, chucking and winding. Dude, you gotta slow up. Every bite came off a slower presentation. But in the moment, in my mind, I thought maybe I was going slow enough and I wasn't throwing the right bait and started questioning my decisions, right? So that does happen, especially in your first year of serious tournament fishing, when you get serious about it and you're like, I think I can be pretty good at this. And then you realize that you're making all the rookie mistakes you can, right? I'm not using a net. I'm just chucking and winding, not even taking my time to pick up on certain patterns, or picking up on the wrong pattern like I did tournament number 4. All I caught was little teeny fishes, right? So I had a small fish pattern locked in, super small fish pattern locked in. I think I even caught a little 2-inch bass on a square bill or something. It was just crazy talk. I don't know what I was doing until I looked at the video and was like, man, dude, you're not fishing that exactly the way you fish. You gotta fish how you like to fish, right? So, yeah, in conclusion, guys, 17th place, 38 inches even, totally awesome day. I enjoyed it a lot. Ended up getting out of that last place, man. Last place, it was putting that weight on me, the pressure. I was putting the pressure on myself, and I was just like, I'm in last place, right? But yeah, I ended up pulling it off. Luckily, I'm gonna say luckily, because that last fish, after pausing and putting my rod down and readjusting to get better boat position, right? Picking that rod up and doing that and giving it that reel and catching that fish, that very last fish to the count, worked out good. That one in the pads, man, that was a good bite. I thought it was bigger than what it was, but it was still a good bite. Okay, maybe the one I missed was the big one, and I ended up catching the little one on the toss back. I don't know. That's what I got in my mind, right? That's what I want to believe. So, yeah, guys, tournament number 4, it was fun. Came down to the wire. It was a battle, and man, yeah, I can't wait to talk about tournament number 5 and 6, and at this point 7. Yeah, guys, I can't wait. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video, guys. Hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below if you've seen something that I didn't see, or if there's something that you've seen that you would probably do different. Go ahead and let me know down in the comments, man. And I really do appreciate it, because I'm still learning every day I get out on the water, and I hope you are too. And I hope this video taught you something, like slow down a little bit, or use a net, or just keep your head in the game, right? So, yeah, guys, I appreciate the watch. I appreciate the like and the subscribe if you're new here. And, yeah, till next time, guys, tight lines and all that good stuff everybody says. Peace.